Hi. So today I had my first testing appointment. So this one I thought we were going to jump into the testing, but instead this was more of like an intake where I meet with the doctor to kind of determine what tests they want to do to move forward, or if they even determine that any tests need to be completed. So we talked a lot. I let her know because she saw in my notes that I was kind of questioning my bipolar diagnosis. And so she started asking me questions about that. And then um and then we got to where she said she determined that she would test for autism, for bipolar, and for ADHD. And of course, there were some moments where she'd ask me a question about like if I've ever been like hypomanic or, when I get like in an up. And I just told her that like I got nervous when I started talking because I'm like, okay, yes, there are times when I am go, 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 go. Like for instance, but I told her a lot of it has to do with like circumstance. So when I was teaching, during the whole year, life just gets, you're just trying to survive and get through and do what you need to do. So it's not until the summer that all of a sudden I can like clean the closets and organize stuff and really like dig in and deep clean because I just don't have the energy to do that during the school year. So when the summer starts, I tend to get all into organizing and cleaning things out and sending things to Goodwill and all kinds of stuff. Um, so I was telling her how, yeah, at the beginning of summer, I did like a deep clean on my youngest daughter's room, move furniture, organize, sent like many bags to Goodwill. And then the next day, I did the same for my oldest daughter in her room. And then the next day, I did a deep clean, which our room, we hadn't really like put anything where it needs to go. It was just kind of everything was thrown in there. And so I organized that. We moved all the furniture. Then yes, the next day I wanted to organize downstairs. And so I came down and in the kitchen and I like swapped out like seven different cabinets to organize them and get it more efficient. Um, but then after those 4 days, and I felt like I got what I needed to get accomplished, then I can just relax. And then, well, not so much relax, more so like I can't move off of the couch. Not that I'm depressed or anything, just I kind of get stuck. Like I had been go, 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 go. And then all of a sudden, my energy just drops. And so then I get stuck there. And so as I'm telling her this, I'm like, oh no, I sound bipolar-y. And she's gonna like say, nope, it's not autism, it's just bipolar. And maybe there is bipolar too, or maybe there's not, I don't know. Um, but yeah, so I was just nervous that she was gonna say like, no, you're not autistic. Um, but she didn't. She said they're gonna test for that. She said they're gonna test for bipolar. And then again, she said, even though I told her like I feel pretty confident in my ADHD diagnosis, she asked if I just wanted to be tested for it. Anyways, and I was like, yeah, let's go ahead. Let's just test it all so I can have it all official um through the testing. And I think that's it. So yeah, so now I just have to wait. My first appointment isn't until, or the testing appointment isn't until the 19th of January, which I get, there's the holidays coming up and then we're going to be out of town. And so we couldn't get in until the 19th. Then she said that'll be like 2 hours of testing when I go in that day. And then I'll go back on the 22nd, so that Thursday. And she said that that will be an appointment with another hour of testing. And then I'll go back on February 2nd for my results. And so yeah, we're on December 17th and I have to wait till February 2nd, which feels kind of far, but at the same time, I know there's so many people out there who either can't get an official diagnosis or have to wait like months to years to even get in. So I'm not going to complain. Um, but yeah, so I was excited. I was kind of nervous that, I would screw up on this appointment, but at least she kind of agreed to test me for the things that I wanted to be tested for. And we'll see where that all comes out. But thanks for following, and I will continue to post just kind of my experience and life and the things that I deal with and my struggles or my strengths or whatever. That way you guys can kind of see if you relate also, because just because I'm not getting my diagnosis until February doesn't mean all of this still isn't going on in here. So yeah, so I just wanted to give like a quick update and let you guys know how that appointment went. And yeah, I'll touch back in soon. Okay, thanks. Bye.